Hi guys, this is Sadik from .com. In this video, we'll show you how to flash the latest PixelOS ROM Android 16 base onto Galaxy A51, F41, M31, M31s and M21. So please take a backup of all the phone's data and let's get started. So you may get the ROM file from this link for your phone. Once you have got it, then let's now flash it. So first off, get the SDK from my article and extract them onto your PC. Upon doing so, you will see the following files. One that is done, enable OEM unlocking and USB debugging. OEM unlocking is required to unlock the phone's bootloader and debugging is required for ADB command. So let's now enable both the toggles onto our phone. For that, go to settings, then about phone, software information and tap on build number 7 times. One that is done, go back, go to dev options and enable OEM unlocking as well as USB debugging. Tap on OK. You might get one more prompt, tap on allow, and with this, the debugging is now enabled. Let's first verify it. So for that, type in CMD in the address bar of platform tools, hit the enter key, then type in the command ADB devices and verify you're having an ID. If that's all fine, then now you have to unlock the phone's bootloader. For that, boot the phone to device unlock mode, then long press the volume up key to unlock the phone's bootloader, and once again press the volume up key to get the job done. All the steps and the videos are given here. This is the video. Please have a look at that and unlock the phone's bootloader. When that is done, you will now have to get the Odin tool from here, get it, extract them onto your PC, and you will see the following files. Once you have got it, now boot the phone to download mode for flashing the file. So let's do that. The easiest way is to simply use the ADB command, ADB reboot, download, and hit the enter key. The phone should now be inside the download mode in just a moment. You may also use the volume and power keys. So for that, power off the phone, then press and hold both the volume keys and insert the USB cable, and you will be inside the download mode. When that is the case, let's now launch the Odin tool and flash the custom recovery. This is the steps to flash the recovery onto our phone. So let's do that from here. First off, Odin tool is here. Launch it by exe file. Hit the OK button. Then verify it's shown as added, and in the COM as well. If that's fine, go to option, uncheck auto reboot, then click on AP and load the recovery tar file, which is over here for our phone. And as you could see, inside the recovery tar file, we have the file of VB meta as well. So both the files are inside that only. No need for the files separately. Just get the zip file from my article. It's there. Let me show you. From here, you may get the recovery file. So please get the file, and once that is done, you could now flash it onto your phone. So for that, just hit the start button. Flashing will start. Take only 4 to 5 seconds and then you will get the pass message. When that happens, press and hold the volume down and power keys and keep on holding both the keys till your phone undergoes a restart. When that happens, let go of the keys and then press and hold the volume up and power keys. So now it's the volume up and power keys. Keep on holding both the keys for 4 to 5 more seconds and the phone should now be inside the custom recovery which we have just flashed. If that is not the case, then you will have to flash the key once again. And you could see we are inside the recovery now. So first and foremost, you will have to do the multi disabler. For that, go to advanced terminal and type in multi disabler and hit the enter key. When that is done, go back, wipe, format data, type in yes, hit the blue check mark. Ignore all of these warning signs. That's all fine. Nothing to worry about. Again, go back, then advanced terminal and again type in the command of multi disabler, hit the enter key. Again, go back, go to wipe, format data, type in yes, hit the blue check mark. And once that is done, do a reboot to the recovery. So reboot and recovery. This will remount the phone's data partition and you could now flash the file with ease. So this was the last step of flashing the recovery and we are done with this. Now we can flash it. So once you have got the ROM zip file, let's now flash it onto our phone. For that, we'll have to verify if our phone is shown in the PC or not. If our phone is shown in the PC, then it's quite easy. We will simply do a file copy paste. But if our phone is not shown, in that case, we will have to use the ADB push command. So let's now see what is the case. Wait for 10 to 15 seconds and my phone is shown here and I can access the storage. Great. So I can simply copy the file from here and paste it here. But if in your case, you cannot access the storage, Then transfer the file inside the folder of platform tools. Then type in the command of adb push rom.zip /SD card. This will also do a file transfer. So either use copy paste or adb push or a USB OTG. But please do not use the adb sideload. Sideloading, we don't want to flash via sideloading. Flashing should be done by the install option. Sideloading is only used with the AOSP recovery like LineageOS. For TWRP, always use the install option. So with that said, let's just wait for the file to be transferred. So guys, the file is now transferred. So let's flash it, install, choose the ROM zip file, swipe to flash. The flashing will now start. Take only 4 to 5 minutes at the very max. So let's just wait for that to complete. So guys, the flashing is now complete. So now once again do a phone formatting, type in yes, hit the blue check mark. Formatting needs to be done both before and after flashing the ROM zip file. And when that is done, tap on reboot system. The first booting up will take up some time, around a couple of minutes. So with that said, let's just keep a tab on the boot logo or the boot animation, which will mean that we have flashed the ROM file successfully. So let's just wait. And with this, we have got the boot animation. So the flashing went fine. Now just wait for a few more seconds and we will then be inside the OS. The loading has now started. So guys, the booting is now done. So let's get started with the setup process. Let's skip this for now and give it a few seconds. This might happen sometimes. Choose the English language from here. Then region, let's choose India. And let's wait for a few more seconds. These UI issues are quite normal for the first time setup. Setup offline, continue, next, and skip this. The pin should be skipped for now because that will take some time. Google services, let's accept all of that. And in just a moment, we should now be inside the OS. So skip this as well. And I guess that's just about it. We are inside the PixelOS now. So you will have all the pre-installed Google apps. As you might be aware, it's a PixelOS. So this is the QS tiles. You can resize the tiles from here, make it smaller or larger as per the convenience. Then let's see the settings menu. There will not be many tweaks as opposed to CR Evo X, but this is known to be a clean stock UI experience similar to the Pixel phones. So with that said, let's see the display section. AOD should be enabled at all times. So let's now see how it looks. Yes, it's fine. AOD is working great. Then dark theme is enabled. You may also enable pure black if required. And it's enabled. Icon manager, you may show or hide the icons, status bars. Then color contrast is fine. Screen tap to wake, tap to sleep. Let's just verify it once. Double tap to sleep is working. Double tap to wake is also working. So both are working as expected. Wallpaper and style section. Let's have a look at some of the wallpapers. These are from the Pixel 9 series. And these are the stock Pixel wallpapers that you get with all the Pixel phones. Then we have the clock styles. The AOSP clocks. You can keep a track of all of these from here. Let's choose this one for now. You can change the color if required. Change the size as well. Make it smaller or larger. Let's keep it the wallpaper color only. Hit the apply button. Then shortcuts can be added at the left and right corners. Let's say torch and QR code scanner. Hit the apply button in the home screen. You may change the wallpaper, change the theme from here. Switch to a light theme if required or back to the dark theme. You may choose any theme from here as well. The choice is all yours. Let's discard them for now. Then change the icon shapes. Also enable themed icons. Hit the apply button, then layout. The small is 5x5. Let's use that only. Again, hit the apply button to apply it, and this is now done. Apart from that, let's see the system section. So live translate is enabled. Gestures, double press navigation mode is here. Circle to search is there as well. Let's just verify. Okay, it's working. It will require Wi-Fi obviously, but it's working. Let's go back. Quick torch, always on fingerprint. Try to take a screenshot. And it's working as well. As you can see, there are some UI lags, but this is just for the first few hours, after which this should not be the case. Backup, you may install updates from here or via the recovery. The choice is all yours. Then I guess that's just about it. You could see it's for our phone Android 16 based PixelOS. Let's see what all is here in the home settings. Notification is there, at a glance is there as well. The settings for at a glance, okay. You can turn off the required features. Suggestions, search settings, what are in the search settings? Swipe up to start search. No, that's not required. Then, and I guess that's just about it. If you have any query with regard to any of the steps, let me know in the comment section, and thank you for watching the video.